Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. Welcome to Section 2, Niches. And this video is all about choosing a niche and also defining exactly what a niche is. So let's start with that. What exactly is a niche in regards to the t-shirt business? So I'll give you an example of a couple of niches: cats, nurses, dogs, tennis, golf, dentists, teachers. Basically, whatever the subject of the t-shirt is, and more specifically in our case, the subject of our store. So that's what this section is going to be all about, how to choose a niche, right? We're going to talk about the advantages of why we want to pick a niche and what we want to look for when we're determining what niche we're going to go with. We're going to talk about how important finding passion is when you're talking about niches. We're also going to talk about size requirements for your niche. The last thing that you want to do is have a niche that's too small and doesn't provide upside. So again, remember, a niche is basically the category of your store. Some examples would be cats, dogs, nurses, tennis, hobbies, job titles, interests. Those are the types of things that would be niches. So let's talk about what advantages there are in terms of going with a niche. So first and foremost, as you can see, being able to laser focus on one niche or one category, especially for those who are beginning, that's super powerful. So there's that idea of analysis paralysis, and there's a ton of information out there and a ton of different people kind of telling you to do this or that or try this strategy or use this tool, etc. I mean, there's a lot. It can be overwhelming. So imagine needing to do that for multiple niches and multiple stores. You're giving yourself a disadvantage by spreading yourself too thin. So you're going to want to really have that laser focus. Just focus on one niche. Remember some examples, like I was saying. Let's say you're going to go with the cat niche. Then when you get started, you're going to focus on finding cat-related products and, designing your site and branding your site so it speaks to people who like cats, and, of course, doing your advertising towards cats. It's going to be much harder if you're going to be doing it on cats and then also a couple of shirts on dogs and a couple of shirts on nurses and a couple of shirts on firefighters, etc., etc. That's just going to spread yourself too thin, like I said. No reason that you can't go into other niches later on. But I don't care if you're just starting or if you're a power seller. The value of maintaining focus. So you're just going to want to look at one niche first. Pick one niche to go with, and that's going to help you focus on the entire task at hand, which is building a business. So on top of that, you have increased branding opportunities. So when people come to your site, if you have just a general store, you're kind of losing out on the ability to really speak to your customers, as opposed to someone who's going to have a cat-related store or a dog-related store or whatever the niche is. You're going to design your site so it speaks to people who like cats. You're going to have a cat-related logo, probably a cat-related name. Maybe some of your obviously your products are going to be cat-related, but some of your design elements of your website could also include or allude to cats. So you have an opportunity to create a brand, especially one that people may really kind of fall in love with. You're losing that opportunity if you kind of go outside the niche and you just have everything kind of in a big general store. Sure, there's Amazons and Walmarts of the world, but if you want to find success, especially with paid advertising, I definitely encourage you to have that niche focus. Probably the most tangible benefit of running, with a niche-specific site would be that you simply get more advertising bang for each dollar that you spend. So what exactly does that mean? Well, let's say you spend $100 on ads and you drive 100 visitors to your site, just as an example. And your site is a general store, and maybe you have some cat products, some dog products, some teacher products, and some nurse t-shirts. Right, so you have t-shirts for all these different niches, and you drive 100 clicks to your website. Let's say it gets spread out, 25 to each of those four niches. Then, as opposed to you have someone with a cat store who drives 100 clicks, all with people who like cats, and you're sending them to a fully branded site with cat logos, cat themes, all that kind of stuff, and you're presenting obviously other cat-related products to the customer. Now, the kind of the percentage of people who maybe take upsells or at least browse around and potentially add other items to their cart, given the fact that you have a fully branded cat site, that's going to be significantly higher than the rate of people who would browse around and add other items to cart if you have just a general store. So for every 100 people that you drive to your site, they're going to be worth more if you drive them to a niche site as opposed to a general site. So that should be the kind of the deciding factor right there. Going along with that same idea, and also the idea of branding, is the idea of increased customer lifetime value. So let's say someone comes to your store and they purchase, but you kind of cement the idea that you are a place to visit when someone wants to buy cat-related products. And maybe the next time they want to buy cat-related products, they're going to think of you, or maybe they're going to respond positively to your cat-branded email that you do as an email marketing technique as a follow-up. Either way, there's going to be that kind of increased connection that you have with a customer, which is going to lead to an increased customer lifetime value. Something else that definitely shouldn't be ignored, and this maybe is in the longer term, your niche site, let's say you have mycatstore.com and you are selling to cat fanatics for 2 years, and you have thousands of customers and hundreds of products. You definitely have a sellable asset. Think big picture down the road. You might be able to sell the entire store for 3, 4, 5 multiple on your annual revenue. You could have a big cash out, a big payday, just for having that consistent niche focus. So clearly there's a lot of advantages for going niche. When we're looking for niches, and you could just tell by the ones that I've given, people are passionate about cats, right? They're passionate about dogs. They're passionate about being a nurse. They're passionate about sports, hobbies, interests, jobs, colleges, all these different things that people are passionate about. And you could probably go through your Facebook right now and find 10 or 20 or 50 different things that people are posting about that they clearly have some sort of passion in. So you're going to want to find passionate niches. Passionate niches are niches that typically work. And you're going to want to think about, like I said, hobbies, jobs, interests. And you're always going to want to ask yourself a question, and put yourself in your customer's shoes. Would I want to wear this shirt? And I'm not talking about design. We'll cover design theory and, design quality later on. I'm just talking about, if it is a good enough designed shirt, are you going to be proud to wear it? Are you going to wear a shirt that says, I use Proactive acne cream? No, you don't want to advertise that. Are you going to wear a shirt that says, I love my pit bull? Yeah, of course you're going to. If you love pit bulls, then you're going to be proud to wear that shirt. You're going to be passionate about that shirt. And remember that we're leveraging social ads, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. You're going to be able to cash in on the passion by seeing your ads kind of perform better and last longer. And by that I mean you're going to see or you'll tend to see more engagement around your ads, likes, shares, repins, all the engagement that can definitely help sales. Just going to increase your organic reach and simply get more eyeballs on your product. So that's why you definitely want to find the passionate niches. They're going to be where the buyers are. So, another thing, probably the next most important thing after passion would be the size of the niche. And a small niche can certainly limit your upside, right? Let's say you have a niche of only 2 or 3 or 400,000 people in total. You're really only going to have at max maybe 2 different ways to target these people in terms of different interest groups. So, you want to find a bigger niche. Pick a niche where people are already excited about buying products. And, those are basically the ones that, it's kind of common knowledge that they're big enough to be sold into. Cats, dogs, those are obvious examples, right? Even go down the line. Any hobby that's, kind of pretty popular is going to be big enough. Now, maybe there's some, maybe you are really passionate about backgammon or something, for example, some obscure or moderately obscure hobby. Maybe that's going to be too small. But, the niches where basically people are buying product in there, people are proudly sharing content on social. Those are the types of niches that you can expect to, provide that big upside that you definitely want to look for. So there you go. That's just a little bit on niches. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to prove your niche is a good one to focus on. So let's definitely just jump right into that. And after that next video, you should be able to pick your niche for your new t-shirt store.